Hey y'all, before you watch the video, this is me right now in the present, as in Saturday, February 8th. When you watch the video, I'm gonna be talking like I'm going to South Africa. I already went to South Africa. This was a little over a week ago that I filmed this. Literally filmed it the day I had a flight. I did not have the chance to fully edit it and then upload it in South Africa, so I'm doing it right now. And I will get a video out on my trip. It was incredible. But for right now, enjoy this video. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Easton Cook and I am a flight attendant. Shocker, right? That's right, this video is gonna cover the schedules of flight attendants. How does it work? What does it even mean? What are reserve days? Holding a line versus not holding a line. I'm gonna cover three main airlines in America, that'd be United, American, and Delta. And this video will be quick because I do have a flight in like 3 hours. Oh yeah, did you figure it out from last video? Do you know where I'm going? Delta's longest route. That's Atlanta to Johannesburg, South Africa. Y'all, I am super excited. This all started because Passion City Church is having a conference there. So I figured, hey, I cleared my schedule. You're probably wondering, how did you do that without vacation days? Well, flight attendant schedule is extremely flexible, more so with some airlines than others. So let's talk about how a flight attendant schedule works. But before I do, make sure and subscribe, like the video. It really helps out. I appreciate it. Now, every airline is a little different with how they bid for their schedules, but a pretty consistent thing among airlines is that flight attendants will bid for their schedules a month ahead of time. So I will bid for my schedule for March in February. Now, reserve days depend on the base and also depends on the airline. And holding a line just means that you have trips. Like, you know when you are signing in, you know where you're going, and when you're coming back. So as you can imagine, holding a line goes more senior. Everything is seniority based in an airline. So let's look at some specifics like American Airlines. Let's say a flight attendant bids and they held a line for the next month. That flight attendant can expect to work roughly 12 to 15 days that month. Now, they can pick up more trips, they can add more hours to their schedule, but as far as what they're given from scheduling, depending on their seniority, they're looking at 12 to 15 days. And let's say they're not senior enough to hold a line and they got straight up reserve days. They can expect to work roughly 18 days that month. That means that during these blocks of reserve days, typically 3, 4, or 5 day stretches, they could receive a call from scheduling at any time saying, hey, get to the airport, you're flying to here. And during your reserve days, you have to be available for that phone call. Or at United, let's say that you're too junior to hold a line. All you can do is reserve. You can expect to work roughly 16 days of reserve. However, if you can hold a line, you're looking at roughly 12 to 16 days depending on your seniority. It also depends on what the airline needs that month. If it's a slower month, like typically in winter months, then you may have less days than that. Delta is a little more unique though. Instead of doing reserve months, Delta just does straight up reserve days on top of your line. Everybody can hold a line out of training and you get 6 reserve days per month. Delta calls these A-days. In my opinion, Delta's A-day program, and again, A-day just means access days, so it means reserve. I believe this is more flexible for the flight attendants because it allows you to still have a line. So you still know what trips you're working. You only have 6 days that you're like, well, anything could happen. And again, with any of these airlines, you can still drop your days. So if you're wondering how I'm off right now for a week, it's because I did have trips and I was able to swap and drop them with other flight attendants. Technically, you could work 0 hours a year if you can drop all your trips and reserve days. Now, that's not advisable because depending on the airline and also what state you're in, there are things like insurance that you have to be able to qualify for by working a full-time job. But theoretically, yeah, you could drop everything. But in this instance, I was able to put my trips out there for drop. Some dropped, and then others I had to swap for. So someone had something way later in February, and I said, I'll take that if you take this week. It's insanely flexible, this job. So there you go. Some airlines like American and United have reserve months and then also line months. And the more senior you get, you can kind of exit out of the reserve months or bid for the reserve months, if I understand it correctly. And then with Delta, you start out with the 6 A-days and a line, no matter how junior you are. And then as you get more senior, the A-days drop off and all you hold is a line. And again, you are bidding month to month. So if your seniority can hold less trips, then you can have a very small schedule. But if you're more junior, then you may have a pretty full schedule, that 15 to 16 days a month. And notice I'm talking about it in terms of days because flight attendants don't have a 9 to 5. We're typically gone for days at a time and not just 9 to 5. So the lifestyle is incredible, but that is how the flight attendant schedule works. I love being able to take off work, and we still get vacation, by the way. Very few other jobs can you just clear your schedule for the week because you're like, oh, I've got an activity I want to go do. If you're considering being a flight attendant, the money is good and the flexibility is even better. And y'all, I am super excited for this flight to Johannesburg. This will be my only video this week as obviously I'm going to be busy. I'm going to edit on the plane plane. It's like a 16-hour flight. And that's all for today, y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure and subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. That thumbs up goes a long way. If you work for Delta, American, or United, please leave a comment below. If you don't work for them, leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about the flight attendant lifestyle. I'd be happy to answer. Or even any comments. If I messed up on something, y'all let me know. Every airline's a little different, so there's some nuances that I may have missed, and I would love to hear your opinion. And of course, you can follow me on the socials and shop my Amazon storefront, all in the link in the description below. I will talk to y'all next time. God be with you.